Crashing with Friends Podcast.
Welcome to Crashing with Friends podcast. My name is Kyle Hubbs, your moderator. This week we're joined by Jackson Brayman, my co-moderator, a.k.a. my guy in the chair, a.k.a. Sick Boy, a.k.a. Trickshot Jack, and a.k.a. Swagger Jack. We're also joined by Connor Hobbs, my little brother, a.k.a. The Talent, a.k.a. The Rapper, formerly known as Young Yanni. We're also joined by David, the Sleep Rocker, a.k.a. Boy David.
Go on.
And that's all I had for you. And we're also joined by... This week we're also joined by William Ryan Jordan, the man with 3 first names. Also, we call him Leather Daddy.
Like Leather Daddy?
Like Leather Daddy, yes. Glad to have you, dude.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, dude.
It's a pleasure.
No, the pleasure's all mine.
Ryan's like the computer master. If there was such a thing, he is that. He's also modest about it. You know, it's nice. His mother was a computer. And his dad was a floppy disk.
Hey, kid. I'm a computer. Help, computer. Stop all the downloading.
So this week I figured what we could do is go through... We're going to have a couple topics this week, just like last week. One thing I wanted to talk about for sure was the upcoming game release schedule for the rest of the year. And also the same thing for movies for the rest of the year. We're also going to talk about Jackson's hypotheticals. What is it, Jackson?
Oh, what is it?
Well, don't get too in depth with it, but just give us like
Tease us.
Give us a 3-word summary.
Tease the teeth.
Oh, okay.
Just 3 words.
Money or... What would you do for money? Okay. What would you do for money?
Anything.
Nice. That sounds like a hot topic.
Yeah.
Oh. How much money you got, man? That's a real question.
That's what we're talking about.
Hey, like I said, it's hypothetical, so hypothetically, maybe $20. Again, that's a hypothetical prize. It doesn't exist.
I have heard $20 is just $20.
Right?
Hypothetically, it is.
It is, yeah.
Tell that to that crackhead on the corner.
Oh, man. And then after Jackson's hypotheticals, I think Connor said he had an idea for something.
Oh, yeah. We're calling it Connor's Hypotheticals.
Excellent.
Can't wait.
That name's original.
It's going to be big.
Did you bring an intro tune for it?
Yeah! Young Yanni on the mic, baby!
Make it stop.
Powerpuff Girls, let's go! Oh, man.
Oh, so there is a cancel button.
Oh.
Oh,
I just turned the volume all the way down.
Good choice on
you've
that
been
one.
found out.
I like that song. I know I've heard it somewhere.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Also, I've got like a kind of like a somewhat of a quiz type game that I'm gonna play with the U4, and I'm gonna host it. I'm gonna be the host, as you could say. There is a hypothetical prize for this. The hypothetical prize is 2 tickets to Alanis Morissette, a gift voucher for Forrest Gump's Bubba Gump Shrimp, and some newspapers that basically display John Wayne Gacy's face all over it.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
That's your game,
And
dude.
that is your hypothetical prize for this game. The game does
That's worth it
exist.
just for the hypothetical Bubba Gump shrimp coupons.
Yeah, that place is dope.
So, David, you said you wanted to talk about Spider-Man 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah, I assumed that just since this is a Sam Raimi Spider-Man podcast that I'd bring up the third one since we haven't talked about it yet. Okay, so I think when I was a kid, I really liked that movie. And I don't really know what specifically for, aside from the fact that there was like tons of action and stuff. And I think I even liked what are they calling him? Bully Maguire? when he gets all emo. I hated that when I was little. Or I might have liked it. I don't know. I remember hating it a little later. But then everyone's like, "No, dude, those movies are so good. They're so good." So I'm like, maybe I was just on the bandwagon, like the Tobey Maguire hate bandwagon. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you rewatched them?
Yeah, rewatched them.
Yeah.
And, I mean, hot take probably in this room, but I think the third movie is terrible. It's so terrible, dude.
Now dig on this.
The shit that he says, man, like whenever he takes Mary Jane out to dinner. No, he takes Gwen out for dinner. And he takes her to the club that Mary Jane sings at to, like, you know, rub in her face or whatever. But when he's on his way in, he leans into the hostess and he's like, "Find us some shade." And he like slips her some money and he's like, what did he say? "Thanks, hot legs." And I was like, dude, what in the hell, man? Like,
You know my favorite part about that scene? It's nighttime. Find us some shade in the night.
yeah. And then she puts him at the one table in the spotlight. That's kind of ironic.
I'd say just like, don't think of it seriously. Think of it as a comedy, and it's awesome. That's how I think of it every time. It's like everything that he's doing is intentionally supposed to be funny, and I think it's just the funniest thing ever.
Right.
I love it.
Dude, the thing that got me is that, like, none of the other Spider-Man, like, Spider-Man hadn't really been funny when he was Tobey Maguire. Like, there was a couple parts where he was a little bit funny, but you know how Spider-Man's always telling, like, quirky, stupid jokes and stuff while he's fighting? Like, that was not Tobey Maguire at all. It was, like, all drama and romance and shit like that. So, that part caught me off guard.
Didn't he also act like that because the whole symbiote that attached to him changed his personality a lot, though?
Yeah.
Symbiote.
Symbiote.
And then he, like,
Thank God they changed that for the Venom movie, man. That was gonna drive me crazy.
Oh yeah.
so he's, like, dreaming and the Venom symbiote gets on him, and then he, like, wakes up and he's, like, hanging upside down on a building, like, looking at himself in the window. And then he's like, "Where am I?" And he starts, like, looking at his hands. He's like, "What is this?" Because he's got the black suit on. And then he jumps onto the window, and then he, like, does a couple things, and he takes his mask off, and he's like, "This is something else." Just like, Toby, stop. The part where he tells the dude that he'll get his rent when he fixes the damn door or whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely the weakest of the three for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Personally, I like the first one the best, even though everyone says the second one's like the greatest out of all of them. I still like the first one. That Goblin, man. So easy for me to quote the first one. The second one is a little bit harder for me to quote it. You know what I'm saying? Because Doc Ock doesn't have those same lines. You know.
Yeah, I should caveat this into my wife and I just watched the Amazing Spider-Man last night,
Yeah.
and I remember really liking that movie the first time I saw it, and last night I was really not digging it at all. You guys never watched them, right?
I watched them. I watched 1 and 2. The second is like the worst thing I've ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
it is so bad, dude.
And I mean, the first it's not a bad movie. It's just like when I'm thinking about the feelings that I had when I saw Sam Raimi's first Spider-Man film versus this one, it's just not the same.
The montage scene in Amazing Spider-Man 2 ruined it for me. After that, I wanted to just stop. You know, I finished it out, but it was terrible.
What was the montage scene?
He's looking for his parents, and it plays this song that was on like some insurance commercial, and while it's playing, I just can't stop thinking, man, I hear the song all the time on this insurance commercial. I hate it. And after that, it just got worse and worse. That Goblin really messed it up for me.
I feel like if we're gonna get into the topics, should we get Star Wars Visions out of the way? Connor, what do you think?
Yes, on the first episode in a big way.
The Kurosawa one.
Yeah. Black and white kind of takes you back for a second, but as long as you're okay with that, it's a great one. The use of color is really cool in it.
The umbrella lightsaber is probably the coolest part.
Yeah. And just that whole fight, you know, I thought the log on the river fight, like when it got to that point, I'm like, okay, I really am digging what is going on here. And it just got better from there, you know?
Yeah.
So does that have like that WandaVision vibe at the very beginning where it's like black and white? Because I haven't watched it, but I'm going to watch it, so you can talk all you want about it. But you know,
It never gets full color.
okay,
At least that first episode. Yeah.
It's like
yeah. I mean, like the WandaVision vibe at the beginning where it's like old,
Yeah.
black and white, which is really
now
nice.
it looks like somebody drew like a black and white flip book comic, and they're just turning the pages really fast. So it's not trying to add to any sort of like theme or setting, I guess. It just, that's the way they animated it, but
Gotcha.
it is really, really good. And then you watch the first episode, and then you get to the second one.
Before we get to the second one, man, I thought what was weird about that first episode, I don't know if you picked up on this. You know how those like villagers had katanas? Mm-hmm. Why didn't have vibro blades? Like, that's what I was thinking. I'm like,
know.
why'd they just have regular katanas? Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, they should have vibro blades or whatever, easily.
And the vibro blades look like katanas anyway. It's not like
Yeah, I
it's
guess
a
they could
fashion
just be.
statement.
I guess they could just be not turned on. I guess, but I don't
Yeah.
know. But yeah, then that second episode hit you, man, and wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know I was gonna be dancing so quick.
I'm not like gonna sit here and be like That's what you said. No, I'm not gonna sit here and like pretend to be all like entitled and be like, nah, dude, I want lightsaber fights in every episode. But I thought it would be like, you have your smuggler episodes, you got your lightsaber episodes, you got your starfighter episodes, your, maybe Ewoks fighting AT-STs. You know what I mean? Like different action things, or maybe different things that might have been canon, but they were just like, let's make like a simple plan documentary, but like in Star Wars.
Like, what's
A simple plan documentary.
yeah? So
You'll know when you watch it.
I'm
dude.
addicted to you. That simple plan.
that simple plan.
Yep.
Pretty
You
much.
guys haven't seen the second episode?
I watched the first one last night.
Oh, you'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much something happens to this kid. He ends up a rocker, and then it takes it from there. And then you get some music thrown at you.
All right.
couple live shows.
You don't have to pay anything. You get front row seats. It's awesome.
Is it anything like
At the-
Interstellar 5555?
Nothing like it.
Anything like my man Protozoa.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Exactly.
Yeah, I go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, dude. That dude had the gnarliest hair, man.
Zetus Lapidus.
Xenon.
Yeah, the third episode's. I thought it was okay, but I was getting some expressions from Connor talking about it earlier.
I could ruin it for you guys, but I don't want to. I think you guys should have your own opinion. It gets real anime real quick. I'll let you know that.
Yeah.
More or less, the visuals really cool. The dark armor is really cool. But at a certain point, they're fighting in space without helmets or anything. They're fighting for a while.
They use the Force.
There's a kyber crystal involved, and kid gets a lightsaber.
Dude, there's 2 kyber crystals involved, and then a mega kyber crystal.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's. I think that overall, I'm kind of disappointed in Visions, but I'm hoping that like because they did the first episode the way they did, there's going to be potential for future episodes to be just as good. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna keep watching.
I agree.
I mean, you risk that chance anytime you make an anthology show, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that
Yeah.
Matrix anthology show, the Animatrix. Some of those skits were really cool, but some of those skits was like the one where the guy's running on that track and then his legs blow up. Do you guys remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what is going on with this?
Yeah.
What's the point of any of this?
Had some winners and had some losers.
Right.
Isn't Vision's different anime studios or animation studios?
Yeah, they are.
making-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's 9 episodes, so I'm
7
almost
studios.
halfway through.
Are
Yes.
so the 9 episodes are out fully, all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were releasing like once a week or so.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting they decided to do that, but kind of happy they did, so I can just get it over with. And they're only like 20 to 35-minute episodes.
Yeah,
Right.
they're pretty short. Yeah.
So you guys want to go through some of the upcoming movies and stuff coming out this year and
Let's do it.
All
see how
right.
it goes? The first one I'm seeing here is Venom: Let There Be Carnage. That comes out October 1st. It says, but I don't think that date's accurate anymore. Is it?
No, it's still coming out the first.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
I saw another trailer for that today, dude. Ugh, looks so good.
You like it?
Yeah.
You like what you see?
I know what you were talking about when you said he was like spiky and like
Squiggly.
squiggly. Yeah.
The
It
way
looks
Carnage
so
should
good.
be.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very distinct.
How do you
Yeah.
feel about Woody Harrelson playing Carnage?
I think he's gonna make a pretty good psychopath.
Yeah. I mean, other movies he's been in, he's a pretty good psychopath in most of
Yeah, I
those
think we
movies.
went over that in like episode 1, but I
went over
can't
it last
see it,
week.
but I don't doubt he could do it.
Right.
I mean, he is a good actor.
Yeah.
better than Chris Pratt as Mario.
That.
Yeah, I'm kind of stoked for the Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I think that's
Yeah.
got some potential.
That was
Well,
the
what
one I
about
saw
Jack
where I
Black
was
as
like,
Bowser?
So yeah, let's
that's
talk
pretty
about
good
that for a
too.
second.
Charlie
what
Day.
we're talking about now is yesterday they just announced the casting for the Super Mario movie coming out next year.
Yeah.
Produced by Illumination.
And so far the cast is Chris Pratt as Mario. Who was
Anya
He
Taylor-Joy.
He plays
Taylor
in Psych.
Joy. Yeah.
He's
well,
the
no,
main-
I'm saying who was Mrs. Peach.
Oh,
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Who is that?
She
she's
played in
The chess thing.
yeah, what is that?
Oh,
something's Gambit.
Yeah,
Is it?
Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit.
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, cool.
And she played in The
Good
Witch,
show,
too.
by the way.
And
Great
then-
show.
Yeah, I didn't dig it.
Chess, that's for losers, man.
And then
Charlie
who's-
Day as
Yeah, Charlie Day.
Luigi. That's going to be
Yeah,
awesome,
I
man.
like that a lot. Yeah, and then they got Jack Black for Bowser,
Yeah.
Seth Rogen, and then they got Keegan Michael Key playing
Toad.
Toad. Yeah,
I
that's
think
going to
it's
be
perfect,
awesome.
dude. That's
Yeah, that's
perfect.
going to be awesome, dude.
I'm so curious to see what all their voices are going to sound like. I wonder if Chris Pratt actually sounds exactly like Mario or not. Or if he's just going to go with a Chris Pratt voice.
He's like, it's a me, I'm Mario.
I want to see the Italian version of it.
Yeah.
My wife the whole time was like, "Is this live action? Like, I don't get it." And I'm
Mamma
just like,
mia.
No, dude, it's Illumination Studios. They do all computer animated stuff. Like,
Despicable Me.
And then, like,
Yeah.
what's Charlie Day's Luigi going to sound like? It's like, yo, Mario! Come on, man! What?
I hope it's just like that, yeah.
Yeah. Just super high pitched voice screaming all the time. Charlie Day is awesome as
Like,
fuck.
do you think Jack Black is gonna do his like a bricky doon, dicky doon, dicky?
I doubt
dude,
it.
I really hope
You
not.
think he's going to do like his.
The funny thing is, like,
Yeah,
how
he's
the-
probably going to do it.
like if they record it, they can definitely make him think that he's doing it and putting it in the movie, and then they can just cut it. I mean,
Yeah, right.
who cares?
Yeah. It'd still be funny though.
It would be.
I hope that movie is just gonna be absurdly insane. And it's just gonna go
Yeah.
crazy places. I hope it's not like pop culture referencey though.
Yeah.
I am so over multiverse, pop culture reference stuff. It's
It's
getting
like
so
that. I told Mandy like I was afraid that it was gonna be like. Did you guys see the Emoji Movie?
No.
It's just so
No.
ridiculous and
Because of the name,
stupid.
Anakin
like-
and Rachel and all them watched it, but it wasn't for me.
Yeah, no, it was a really bad movie. And actually, the guy, I don't know if you guys ever watched Silicon Valley. It's one of my favorite shows of all time.
I love Silicon Valley.
Yeah,
dude.
it's so good. But you remember Erlich Bachman, right? The guy that was renting them the incubator.
Yeah.
He quit the show because remember he like went to Tibet. He flies to Tibet for whatever reason, and then he gets left there at the end of one of the seasons. And you're assuming, well, like characters have been left all over the place in this show, but they always come back at the start of the new season. He never comes back, and you're just supposed to assume that he got like doped up on opioids and got stuck there. But he actually quit to go on to do other things, and the first thing he did after he quit that show was be in the Emoji Movie as like the thumbs up. And I was just like, dude, really? Like you quit Silicon Valley to go and do the Emoji Movie?
I don't think he quit Silicon Valley to go do Emoji Movie. I think he
Well-
got part of that whole Me Too scandal. And that was the
Really?
reason why he got kicked off of Silicon Valley.
Oh, you guys are talking about that TJ guy?
Yeah.
I had heard he left because he wanted to like pursue other things, and
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the reason. But now the reason for everything is because he was in that Me Too thing.
Yeah.
oh,
Yep.
gotcha.
That being said, though, Silicon Valley is a hilarious comedy, and probably if I had to rank it among like Mike Judge TV shows, I would definitely go King of the Hill at the very top, and then right underneath King of the Hill, I'd put Silicon Valley.
Yeah, man, it's really good. I've seen the whole season, like or the whole series, like 4 times since it finished.
And I'd go King of the Hill, then Beavis and Butthead Do America. God, that movie's so great.
Yeah,
Threatening me? Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
That was a good day. That was a good day.
What,
I remember.
what was going on with that?
It was when Sandy came to work.
Boss Sandy?
Yeah, Boss Sandy was went to Connor and I came to you. I was like, man, he should have said, "Are you threatening me?"
Yeah, she was trying to make him work overtime or something like that. Threatening me?
No, dude.
We laughed about that for so long,
it
dude.
was loud too. And you called him instantly to tell him.
He was at home, wasn't he? You were at home.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta call Connor Dumbs.
You're like, oh, he's off work. I gotta call.
Oh, sorry, Dave, we cut you off.
No, that's good. Do you guys remember the first time that we saw Team America?
Yeah. My dad came in the next day and was so mad. Like,
Dude, he walked in and was like, "What are you guys watching?" Like all smiling and happy, like he fucking used to walk in the room all the time. And he looked at the TV, and it was the scene where the dolls were having sex. And he like looked at you guys, and he's like, "What the hell is wrong with you guys?" He just walked out. He was just like how he used to, like, "What the heck, Kyle? What the hell's wrong with you guys?"
Yeah.
Just walked out.
I'm so ornery.
Yeah. I ran out to the rat. I ran out closer.
Oh my gosh.
I love that movie though.
one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was back when we used to just. I think was that when we were playing Smash Bros. Brawl like all the time at your guys' house around the same time.
I think so. Yeah.
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 That shit was fun, man.
That and Melee. You had Melee, right?
Yeah, and then you guys got a Wii and got Brawl
Right.
before we did.
I think we should get back to the movie.
Yeah, dude, I was just thinking that. I was
Games
like,
of the end.
Yeah.
Games of the
burp
end.
walked
We're
so
trying to
far.
think, yeah. So the next one we got is October 8th. One of the ones that I'm looking for the most is 007, No Time to Die.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be his last one, Daniel Craig.
Dang,
Yeah.
dude.
He was a very good James Bond.
That's worth a theater go then.
I am 100% going to that movie as long as they don't push it back.
They won't push it back, man. They've already pushed it back so many times. It's
Oh, yeah.
coming out.
I'm hoping that it comes out.
Yeah. That's an IMAX one for sure. I'm going to go see that in IMAX.
In the
Oh, yeah.
trailer for that, he did the iconic James Bond turn and shoot towards the camera as well. That's it. That's the one.
Gotta have it.
Daniel Craig's been really good, man.
Yeah, and every James Bond movie that he's been in, it goes good, bad, good, bad.
Yeah.
So hopefully this one's good.
Yeah.
The one after Skyfall Spectre, it's not very good. Kind of stinks. Just like Quantum of Solace is not very good.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
It was
Casino Royale,
Casino Royale, then Quantum, then
Skyfall.
yeah. Okay.
Casino Royale is still my favorite James Bond movie.
Is 5 the most they've done with a single actor, or was it the guy before that did the most?
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
He did like 4, I think.
Well, let's count. So we did
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, Die Another Day. Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
Okay. And then, I mean, Sean Connery did so many.
Yeah, he did. a
Sean
shit ton.
Connery.
The only one I've ever seen was wasn't it Doctor Strangelove was one of them, right? Or was that not?
Doctor Strangelove.
Wasn't that one of his like super early ones?
I've never heard of that one. Doctor No.
I thought Doctor Strangelove was a Stanley Kubrick movie.
Maybe they were completely
But
unrelated.
yeah, it's Doctor No, and then
Oh yeah, it was Doctor No. Yeah. Okay, I just gotta mix that up.
You knew there was a doctor in there.
What about Dr. Feelgood, dude?
You want to feel good?
Dr. Doolittle.
Sharing a mic.
Stuart Little.
and then George Lazenby made some, Timothy Dalton made some, but I think it's probably Sean Connery made the most.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
There you go.
But I can't wait for that movie, man. Hopefully it's good.
Could only hope it would be good.
Then we got Halloween Kills coming out October 15th.
Now, how do you feel about that since it's like the 15th freaking Friday, the 13th movie?
I just kind of watch them every time they come out because, like, I've never been a big fan of slasher films anyway. But Halloween is like, it's Halloween, dude. You know,
True.
It's named after a holiday, so like every time one comes out, I just watch it, and like I feel like most of them are okay.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
fun.
Everyone I've seen, they've been okay.
Yeah. The reboot that Rob Zombie did, the first one was really good.
Yeah, I agree that the first one was, if you're just looking for like raw violence, like
Yeah.
really in your face and guerrilla style.
Yeah,
then,
you want to get a good idea of how strong Mike Myers is. Watch the Rob Zombie one.
And that comes out October 16th, so
Sweet. Nice.
pretty soon as well.
What day is that on? A Friday?
Probably.
Yeah. Sometimes they come out like Thursdays or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely interested in watching it. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to theaters to watch it though.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, it's gonna release on Peacock the same day.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
I haven't used a free trial on that yet.
I might watch that on Peacock.
Yeah, there's a good chance I'll watch it on.
Yeah, I think I'll
Peacock as well.
subscribe today.
Check it out. Peacock, pay us money.
And then a week later, or 5 days later, we have Dune.
I'm definitely going to go see
man.
Dune. I actually probably might go see that in IMAX.
Looks good.
Yep.
I will for sure see that.
The Sleeper will awaken.
I've never seen the original,
I've never
but
seen all of the original one. Whenever I think of Dune, I just think of the movie Our Idiot Brother. And there's a conversation that Paul Rudd has with what's his name? The guy from Parks and Recreation, and is also the asshole brother in Step Brothers.
Talking about Adam Scott.
Adam Scott.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to hit me in the face.
I haven't had a carb in 6 years.
Yeah, I love Adam Scott, man. He's
You know
awesome.
what helps with shoulder pain? If you like my butthole.
Oh man.
So yeah, Adam Scott.
Yeah.
After that is November 19th. We have Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yes, baby.
I saw that trailer like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
They
the
just
first
like,
one?
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're making this movie. I was like, sweet. When's it coming out?
Radio.
Never.
Yeah, it just came out with another trailer like a month ago.
Yeah, no. Finally. I mean,
Oh my god, dude, it looks so good.
yeah.
Paul Rudd is so funny, dude.
Dude,
Oh,
Paul
yeah.
Rudd is great.
He's next
He's
level.
perpetually young, never gets old.
It's gonna be good, dude.
I still watch I Love You Man all the time.
Yeah, that dude.
I love that movie.
Base.
That movie is so fucking awkward.
Yeah,
Like,
Jobin. All right. Then after that, we have King Richard, that sweet looking.
Will Smith is back.
Williams sisters. The
Yeah.
Yeah, Will Smack. Will Smack. That's his name now. Watch out.
That's that tennis movie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the biopic
okay.
of them growing up. Mm-hmm. Then we have Spider-Man: No Way Home, December 17th.
We bout it around here.
yeah.
100% gonna go see it.
Magic.
It's gonna be the shit. It's gonna be freaking opening up this multiverse that I'm loving so much from Marvel right now. I love that they're bringing back the old Doc Ock.
And Goblin.
Yeah, they're bringing back William Dafoe.
Ooh. Yeah, sign me up because Willem Dafoe is the best villain of all of the Spider-Man movies so far, in my opinion.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm there for that one.
He's in contention with Mysterio. Or Mysterio? Is it Mysterio or
Yeah.
Mysterio?
Yeah.
Mysterio?
Jake Gyllenhaal? Yeah.
Yeah. I really like Jake Gyllenhaal as well. But
Yeah, he did a great job, in my opinion. And dude, Michael Keaton, Vulture, dude. I thought he was an amazing
Yeah,
Vulture.
it was pretty cool too. You're saying that last fight in the tunnel, Peter Parker versus a bunch of the drones, it's like one of the best Marvel fight scenes of all time, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Loved it.
It's insane. When he got the Spidey sense back, he did the whole Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 thing for a little bit.
Do you think he's gonna be Mephisto? Not Doctor Strange? Think he's gonna turn into Mephisto or something like that?
That would be crazy.
I don't know. I thought the whole time with all these TV shows that Mephisto is where they were leading everybody, and then it ended up being. You guys have all finished Loki, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Spoiler for
Loki's
Loki.
great.
It ended up being Kang at the end, and then I'm like, well, hang on, dude. Like they had me on the Mephisto bait the whole damn time.
Yeah, I would say no, I don't think Mephisto's gonna be in it, Kyle, because you asked that question. I would say it's probably gonna be just like if there is gonna be any other magic person, it'll be like an evil, maybe Doctor Strange or something.
Then we got The Matrix 4. We've already talked about that extensively.
Really excited for that one.
Yeah.
I really hope there's some Zion parties.
Zion! Machines!
Oh man. And then very end of the year we got The Kingsman.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to
Dude.
seeing Kingsman.
The first two were so good.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
I definitely agree on the first one. I thought the first one was dope. The second one definitely had a lot more silliness to it, if that makes any more sense.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed the second one, but The second one was just way more silly than the first one, where you kind of like, okay,
Like Agent Cody Banks.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
That's the best way to describe it.
That's the reason I have not seen those movies yet.
Agent Cody Banks.
It's because I saw like the trailer for the first one and I was like, okay, so this is like Spy Kids, but like a little bit more realistic.
You should check it out.
You haven't seen those movies?
You should check it out, dude.
Dude, check them out. They're pretty fun.
My mom's been telling me to for a while, but I never have.
Yeah, they're like James Bond movies.
That movie made me really want to own like several super nice suits.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Just makes you want to be a spy. Is what you're
Yeah.
telling us.
No, I just want to own the suits.
And he wants an umbrella.
We've all been there, Jack.
Yes, an umbrella.
Get the man an umbrella.
I just want to look dapper.
Dapper Jack?
You know, Dapper Jack.
Yeah, all right. Dapper
He
Jack.
brings the dapper back. Not diaper bag.
Diaper Bag Jack.
Is that how he got stanky?
Yeah. Is that how we're gonna? We're just gonna keep making up different names on the fly. Okay.
Yeah.
I never agreed to Sting Jack. I don't even Sting.
It was the Deep Stone Crypt, man. Yeah, that'll never die.
Get you the stank, dude.
How do I get the stank off me?
Can anybody see me?
So good.
Dude, that was the most fun I've had in a video game with friends in a long ass time, man.
So Jackson, I think we're on to the next topic.
Oh yeah.
Jackson. Yeah.
All right, so we got like this game that we're gonna be playing. It's very recently, Rolling Stones magazine came out with like top 500 greatest songs of all time. I think the last time they did one, it was like early 2000s, maybe like the beginning of the 2000s. I'm not entirely sure when it really came out, but pretty much like they came down with like a top chart of 500 greatest songs, which first off, before we get into this, I would like to say they definitely screwed over like electronica music in general. Like you're not going to find any like, there was like one Daft Punk song, I think, on there. Like one Daft Punk song. And that was it. Like you're not going to find any The Prodigy or anything like that, which I was like really bummed on. I was like, man, you're not including that in the 500 greatest songs, especially when you see some of the other ones that are on here. But right now we're going to play a game.
Smack My Bitch Up has got to be.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Exactly.
My bitch up.
It's got to be of all time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would think that or
I put it number
Firestarter. Like
Yeah.
that or Firestarter.
fire starter.
Firestarter.
So do they pull these songs off of like the listener views that they get or requests like by people, or are they just like they have their set of critics and they're like, oh hey,
From what I
these
saw,
songs.
it looks like they actually kind of like sent out this survey to a whole bunch of composers and people that produce music and artists themselves, and they were like, jot down like your 50 greatest songs, and from there they did some kind of point system. But
so it's not like the general public then, like what's
it's
the general
it's
public?
not the general public. I was honestly surprised at a lot of these on here. I've got several pages here of main notes, but what I'm really going to be coming at here with you guys is I'm going to be asking you guys some questions here. They're going to be kind of like choice A or choice B, and whoever has the most points at the end. And also there's going to be 2 bonus round questions.
Did you say something about a boner?
Yeah,
I
he said
said
boner round.
I said bonus.
I'm not down for boner round, Jackson.
2 boner rounds.
We'll get ready to take this bonus
About
round.
to
Jackson,
double
don't
down.
challenge me.
He said, prepare for trouble. Make it double.
He's about to double down on the boner
But-
round, dude.
All right, so I'm going to ask you guys 10 questions, 2 different categories. Each one is worth a point, with the last 2 bonus questions worth 3 points each.
Why not 12?
You know what? We'll meet in the middle. We'll do 6.
Why not 7?
We're going to do 6, Kyle.
Okay.
You greedy bastard. All right, so they got the top 500 greatest Rolling Stone songs. They did a ranking on each one of these songs from 500 to number 1. What I want you guys to tell me is which one of these was ranked higher. First category is Battle of the Songs. These are songs that came out by the same band. So this band had multiple songs on this chart. And I just was like, you know what? Instead of putting them against other bands, I'm going to go and just rank them against each other. So the first one is Black Sabbath, Paranoid versus Iron Man. Which one was higher up on the charts?
It's got to be Iron Man, dude.
Yeah.
100%.
Has to be Iron Man, dude.
I guess I'll have to go Paranoid then.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Paranoid as well.
The answer is Paranoid.
God, these fucking
So 1 point for both
critics,
you guys.
man.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Cal and Connor got a point right there.
I
Yep.
don't remember Paranoid being an Iron Man.
Well, Paranoid was ranked at 338, while Iron Man was ranked 344.
Very close.
really
Very
close.
close.
I mean,
Not
for
too far off from each other.
what it's worth, I do think Paranoid's a better song. So,
Oh, I should have went with a better song, man.
yeah.
This next band had two songs that were very high up on this 500 chart. Band is The Beatles. All right, so the songs by The Beatles are I Want to Hold Your Hand versus Strawberry Fields Forever.
I want to hold your hand.
I want to hold your hand.
I'm gonna
Strawberry
have to go-
Fields.
Yeah, I was about to go with Strawberry Fields as well.
All right, you guys went Strawberry Fields. All right, so we got David, Strawberry Fields. We
Strawberry
got
Fields
Ryan
for me.
Strawberry, Kyle
Actually-
and Connor.
They want to hold hands.
We do.
Yeah.
We are.
All right, and then Kyle and Connor are both going to be going, I Want to Hold Your Hand. Strawberry Fields Forever is the win on this one. Yeah, Strawberry Fields Forever ranked number 7 all time in the 500 greatest songs.
Wow.
Bastards.
It is a good song.
It is a really good song. Yeah.
But here's where I Want to Hold Your Hand landed. Number 15.
Damn.
2 songs in the top 20. That's fucking insane, man.
Yeah,
The Beatles
dude.
were
It is the
extremely
Beatles
good.
after all.
Yeah.
And we never had the Beatles playing in our house as kids.
Super iconic
Yeah,
band.
us either.
I wish we did.
I think the first
love
time I
the
heard the
Beatles.
Beatles and knowingly heard them was like late high school.
All right, we got the next one here.
I'm sure
As-
because of the reason is because it was overplayed to them when they were kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was all happening at the same time as they were little kids.
Yeah.
To me, as a little kid, it seemed like my parents' pop music. Is that I don't know if that makes any sense. This next one is from an artist that we all know. It's Britney Spears, yo.
Toxic.
Oh, man.
Toxic. Toxic is one of the.
I'm just
songs
joking.
on here.
Go ahead.
Okay,
I'm not even lying, but it's Toxic versus Baby One More Time.
Oh, man.
Shit. Toxic.
Hit me, baby, one
I'm
more
going
time.
toxic.
David's going Toxic.
I'm going Hit Me Baby One More Time, man.
What about you, Kyle? What are you gonna say?
I gotta go hit me, babe, one more time.
All right.
Well, man,
They're both
I mean,
like,
Connor's heart is saying Toxic. He immediately just screamed
I'm
out
gonna go
Toxic.
with Toxic. Toxic's a better song. I think
It's
it's
such a
better.
better song.
yeah,
It is.
I'd
I'm
say
gonna go with
toxic.
Toxic.
You say
Yeah.
Toxic?
Yeah.
I can't say
Dude,
it.
but
Still
as far
played
as
today, dude.
as far as videos, they're both good. But I mean, that Hit Me Baby One More Time. She's in like a little schoolgirl outfit. Like, why are you
Okay,
doing that?
All right.
Isn't that like her first single as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why are you
Yeah.
doing that?
Okay, but like if you're on the radio today and you hear Blink 182, what song is it? All the small things, right?
yep.
If you hear Britney Spears, what song is it? Toxic,
yeah.
dude.
It's that, or because I recently, because I listened to Sirius XM, it's you hear both songs, like 100% both songs.
And let's
Yeah.
not forget about Oops, I
Well-
Did It Again, motherfucker.
True.
I never hear that shit either.
I got Sirius XM.
You guys want the answer?
I'll get Sirius XM, goddammit.
Yeah, you'll hear all the songs.
All right, so you guys want the answer here?
Yeah.
All right, the answer is Toxic.
Toxic.
Oh,
Do,
dang.
do, 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 do.
Yeah, Toxic beats Baby One More Time. Toxic takes the rank of 114,
Nice.
and Baby One More Time takes the rank of 205.
Dang.
Wow.
It's a huge
Significant
difference.
there.
Yeah.
That was like my intuition told me toxic.
That
And
is
I love that song too.
that is literally like 100 and 200 more than both Black Sabbath songs.
Oh my god.
That's wild. Yeah.
Like some
you
of
don't
these,
hear
when you
Black
think about
Sabbath
them in
on the radio.
comparison, like if you're like a fan of Black Sabbath and you hear that and you're like, what the fuck is this shit?
That's my number one.
Like some of this stuff, it definitely surprised me. All right, what's the score right now? What's everyone
We
at the
got
scores
2
at?
for Connor, 2 for David, 2 for Kyle, and 1 for me.
All right, it's pretty close here.
Yeah. Tight race.
All
Those
right.
last questions are worth 6, right? Last
The
two.
last questions are worth 6, man. It's gonna be insane. You really want to get ahead on these.
Now we'll see. Who's
All
the
right.
best?
And the last question for Battle of the Songs is Outcast. Artist is Outcast. Hey Ya
Hey, yeah.
versus Sorry Miss Jackson.
Ooh. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh.
I'm gonna go.
I
with,
want you to think about like a lot of producers and there's like so many like artists and stuff like that went into this as like this is like their song. So I want you to think about that as well. It's not just about us as like we're thinking trying to think about what producers think here.
That one's hard.
He's trying to just trick us, man.
They're both.
It was
good
Hey
songs.
dude. Come on.
Yeah.
It was Hey
It's got to be Hey Ya.
Yeah, it has to be. But dude, there's the quality of both songs is extremely good. Like if you listen to them now, like, and they're both fairly similar, but there's the lyrics in Miss Jackson.
She had the hottest body, but her attitude was not eat.
I'm gonna have to go with Miss Jackson, even though I'm probably gonna lose this one. I'm gonna go with Miss Jackson.
The thing is though, anytime you hear any one of those songs on the radio, you're like, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
See,
all
I
good.
100% put this in here because my name is Jackson, and I was like, no way, I'm not gonna put "Sorry, Miss Jackson" in this game. So
Sounds legit. I'm going for the loss here and still saying sorry, Miss Jackson. Final offer.
all right, you're taking the loss like a man. It's like, Hey Ya was a huge win.
I'm just being honest.
All right, so with Hey Ya, where do you guys think they landed on the chart?
Probably below 100.
I'm gonna say 50.
I'm going to say probably 36.
I'm in the 70s. I'm in the 70s.
They ranked number 10.
Oh my.
Damn.
Number 10 and top 500 greatest songs
Wow.
of all time.
So
Was that one of the bonus questions?
I have that on my playlist that I
No,
listen
that's
to
not a
every
bonus
day.
question. That's not a bonus question. Sorry, Miss Jackson ranked at 145.
Still pretty high up there. Dude.
Sorry, Miss
Yeah,
Jackson.
that's good.
It's pretty good up there. All right, next one is Battle of the Artists. This one is artist versus artist in respected genres. The first matchup is Freebird by Leonard Skinner versus Hotel California by the Eagles.
Hotel California.
Yeah, that song's played so much, but Freebird's also like what, an 8-minute song?
but
So
you
it's
got
Think of how many
Yeah,
times
the Beach Boys, or who is that?
the
That's
Beach
Leonard,
Boys.
Leonard Skinner and
No, who's-
Eagles.
Eagles, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Hotel
song is so
California's-
famous.
Yeah,
man.
it really is.
It's so famous.
Yeah.
I would go with with
Same.
Yep.
Hotel
Agreed.
California, man.
Hotel.
Everyone saying Hotel on that
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
Bling! It's definitely Hotel California.
All right.
Hotel California ranked 311th. And
so crazy.
311, the band.
311 the band, man.
Oh,
And then Freebird ranked at 407th.
amber is the color of her energy, Jackson. Where did that rank on the list? We know that's up there, top 500. What number is that?
There was no 311 on the list. I went through the entire freaking list. What's the scores right now?
Everybody has 4 and I have 2.
Okay, nice. We got More Than a Feeling by Boston versus Dream On by Aerosmith.
It's more
More than a feeling. Yep,
Yeah.
for sure. 100%.
I'm gonna go with Dream
I'm
On.
gonna say Dream On.
The answer is Dream On by Aerosmith.
Oh, wow.
Dang, nice.
I'm surprised.
Ka-chow.
These guys were pretty close on the list. Dream On ranked at 199 and More Than a Feeling ranked in at 212.
Wow.
Wait,
Britney Spears-
What did More Than Feeling
Britney
get?
Spears Toxic beat both of them.
Yep.
What did More Than Feeling get?
Wow.
More Than a Feeling got 212.
Okay.
I love both these fucking songs right now.
Both
Are they
fucking?
sensual?
Both these fucking songs rap meow. All right. One of them is a song about fucking. It is Closer by 9 Inch Nails versus Killing in the Name by Rage Against the Machine.
Killing in the name.
Yeah. I love me some Rage, but 9 Inch Nails is also very good.
9 Inch Nails. Okay, you guys go ahead, and I'm gonna give my reason for why I'm choosing them. Okay, it's Trent Reznor. Trent Reznor is just like huge composer of everything.
Trent Reznor's nuts.
I don't think he's gonna lose that one. It's probably 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, Trent Reznor is. Yeah, I fucking love Trent Reznor. Great producer.
Also has a sick beginning.
But don't
that
just
song.
choose that because I did, guys. That's
Social-
why I shouldn't have
social
said
network.
anything.
I love
Take
that
it.
song. It's the beginning of it, just like some freaking crazy ass porno music is what it sounds like. The beginning of it.
So
It
you
really
guys
is.
didn't choose.
I chose
You chose Rage.
yeah.
You chose Rage. What
Yeah, I think I'll go Rage.
are you thinking?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
It's hard because I love both bands and both those songs are really good. I'm gonna go with Rage Against the Machine.
Answer is Killing in the Name of Rage Against the Machine.
No, I'm back down.
Dude,
to
Trent
it.
Reznor is crazy good though.
David
Yeah.
took the lead right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You haven't messed up at all, have
All
you?
you guys need is a blue shell. No, I missed the first one.
This is one of those where I was like really stoked to see both these songs on the top 500. Yeah, Closer, it ranked in at 270 And then Killing in the Name, it came in at 207. All right, this one is kind of a brother band here right now. This one is Everlong by Foo Fighters versus Come As You Are by Nirvana.
Oh shit.
They both have Dave Grohl.
Yeah, that's the key.
They both have David Grohl.
They both have Dave Grohl.
I'm gonna go Nirvana.
I think I'm gonna go Everlong.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Nirvana.
Crazy. I'm gonna go with Everlong.
The opening of Come As You Are is so cool.
Yeah, it is pretty dope.
Yeah.
I heard that song so many times growing up on the radio.
Yeah,
It was always on the radio growing up.
I'll go Everlong.
It is Everlong by Foo Fighters.
I'm getting crushed now.
I know Bobby Music.
Yep. Come As You Are came in at 467, while Everlong came in at 409. All right, well, it's anyone's game with the bonus questions coming up, but just for last, let's go ahead and do this last question that's worth 1 point.
They've all been worth 1 point.
All right, we got, this one is definitely for you, Kyle.
Good.
We got 99 Problems by Jay-Z versus,
Jigga what?
huh?
I said Jigga?
Versus, It Was a Good Day by Ice Cube.
Oh shit.
It was a good day.
Oh,
it was pretty
man.
good.
Those
a
are
good day.
two of my
Great.
favorite songs of all time right there.
I'm going with 99 Problems, man.
I gotta go with It's a Good Day.
It's a Good Day by Ice Cube.
Yeah, I
It's such a
agree.
good song.
And the answer is all y'all's problems because Ryan is the one that got the answer correct. It's
Nice.
99 Problems by Jay-Z.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
That is my problem.
We got bonus questions coming in now. There were 6 points each. These
Just
two-
go to let's just do your original scoring. I was just messing around.
3 points apiece? Or was it 2?
No, we're going with 6 points now
I like it.
It all comes down to this. Everyone's in it.
because we got the hypothetical prize. You guys want those newspapers of John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah. I'm gonna put all those.
Oh, dude, Bubba Gump Shrimp.
These last 2 questions are kind of like the best way I can explain it is like one question is you have to guess what I think what the number 1 song was, and then you also have to guess what is the actual number 1 song of all time.
So we're gonna be guessing what you think.
Hold on, is it like a multiple
Oh,
choice?
So we're guessing your number 1 song and
Yeah.
then the actual one.
Yes.
Do we get a list
So-
of bands that or songs that you're gonna say to us, or we just have to like?
I'm not going to give you any kind of clues.
I have nothing.
Shit.
Dude, this is like a written word exam, and this is bullshit. We didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, I didn't know. You didn't give me a
This is
textbook.
rigged from the start.
Okay, give us 3
This one-
songs that you give us 3 songs of each. Doesn't have to be 2. Give us 3, so it's really random here.
Give us 3 songs of each?
Yes,
What?
give
Where
us
does-
Like 3 multiple
Give us the
choice,
top 3
choices
songs.
for each question.
give us the top 3 songs that were actually on the list in any order,
I can do you one better.
and then also give us your top 3 songs, and then we'll guess it. Right?
Yeah, guess the top song. Yeah.
My real question is, where does Blue by Eiffel 65 on those top 3?
Yeah, I'd like to know this as well.
Is it number 3 or 2? Or probably 1, right?
I am so sorry, Kyle. It did not make it onto the top 500 list.
And David, what did you think that he said back in school?
But
His heart broke when he said that. He was like,
I'm in need of a guy.
It was one of those where if I would have saw it, I would have wrote it down. I got 13 pages over here just filled with like all kinds of stuff on here.
fingers.
Nice.
But I'll throw some songs out there on, this is the last page that I got of what's the number 1. There's Queen Bohemian Rhapsody.
All right.
There's The Kinks, Waterloo Sunset. There's Stevie Wonder, Superstition. Fleetwood Mac, Dreams. Marvin Gaye, What's Going On. Bob Dylan, Like a Rolling Stone. Public Enemy, Fight the Power. And the last one I'm going to let you talk about is Aretha Franklin, Respect.
My mind was set on Superstition when you said Superstition.
I love Queen a lot, man. I have to go with Bohemian Rhapsody.
That was my first guess.
Yeah.
But
Is it for you, or is this the top one out of all of them? Like,
Which list is
which
it?
list is it? Is it your list?
This
Or-
this one is based off of which one I thought was
Oh.
the top one.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then
Okay.
my answer might change. Yeah, we're gonna still go with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, I'd say Bohemian
Yeah,
Rhapsody
me
if
too.
it's you.
Which one did you say?
Superstitious.
That's the one that you thought I was the number one song?
Oh, no, for sure not you.
Do you want me to read them off again?
No, probably just Bohemian Rhapsody, like they said.
Well, you guys all got the fucking bonus question, right? Because
Yeah,
I honestly thought that was the number one song of all time.
Yeah.
You guys want to know where that came at? Number 17.
Oh my god, dude.
It is
Like, it got,
extremely good.
it got beat by some crazy ones on here.
But
we all just got 6
what was
points.
superstitious?
I'm not going to say what's superstitious.
That means it's number one.
So now we're doing
number one
now
for
we're doing number one. Now we're doing number
Well,
one.
we know Bohemian Rhapsody isn't number one now.
So now we're doing number one, though?
Yeah, for real.
Now we're
Superstition.
gonna do real number ones.
Okay.
Superstition.
Okay, real number ones are Beyonce, Crazy in Love, The Rolling Stones, Gimme Shelter, Beach Boys, God Only Knows, Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On,
I'm feeling freaky, dude.
Get your freak on.
Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, Sam Cooke, A Change Is Coming, Aretha Franklin, Respect, Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. Well, guess what? It's not that. We already did that one. Stevie Wonder, Superstition, and then the Beatles, Strawberry. Well, I already said that one earlier, so I can't say that one. Well, you know what? All right, Bob Dylan, Like a Rolling Stone, The Kinks, Waterloo Sunset. Out of those songs, which one is the actual number one?
What's going on?
I
already
had
know
to
what I
throw
want.
in some
You already know
ones
what
from
I
the
want.
last one. So
You're sticking with superstition?
you're staying with Superstition?
Writing's on the wall.
It's probably it's like 90%.
What if I'm trying to trick
positive.
you, Kyle? What if I intentionally threw Stevie Wonder Superstition just to reel you in to get in a false answer?
You can if you want. I don't care.
Yeah, he's mind games. I'm gonna go superstition too.
Yeah.
Answers, yeah.
Go with Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye's What's Going On?
So Ryan's got Marvin Gaye. You've got Superstition. What do you got, David?
Marvin Gaye too.
You got Marvin Gaye? You guys both just holding hands to the finish line with the 6 points?
We're using the same mic. Gotta hold hands too.
Connor, what are you going with?
I'm rolling with Kyle, man. Superstition, man.
Superstition?
Yeah.
All y'all are fucking wrong on Superstition, dog. I'll tell you where Superstition is. It came in at number 12.
Okay.
Where's Marvin
Where's
Gaye?
this?
Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, came in at number 6.
Ooh, okay, so then, we get half points, right?
All right. I'll go down from number 6.
So did David win that? Because we all got that wrong. So
Yeah,
Was David in the lead?
Yeah, David won.
David
David
won.
won.
All
Okay.
right.
David
Golf
won
clap,
with,
everybody.
Nice.
Golf clap. Golf clap. Golf clap.
Yay! You won the hypothetical prize of.
11 points. Well, no, 13 points, sorry.
Give the man his flowers, man.
Well, I'm not going to give you flowers, bro, but there is a prize. There is a prize here. Like we said, a hypothetical prize earlier, but this is an actual real surprise, man. Here, you go ahead and take that.
He pooped in there.
Go ahead.
He took his
Nah.
shit in the bag.
He handed me a
Nah,
brown
go ahead and
bag.
open that up.
He handed me a brown bag with something saggy and heavy in the very middle of the bottom of the bag. So it's
Brown bag
good.
special, dude. Come
It's
on.
nothing crazy, man. Just go ahead and open it up. It is a copy of Bill Watterson's The Indispensable Calvin and Hobbes.
Very nice.
That is a copy. Don't think I went and bought that or anything like that. As a kid, I loved Calvin and Hobbes so much that I made my parents buy me every single one, and because of that, all my relatives got wind that I love Calvin and Hobbes, and they're like, "I'm gonna buy Calvin and Hobbes books for Jackson too." So I got multiple copies of stuff.
Nice.
So I was like, I'm gonna give you the one that I didn't write in as a kid.
You'll find out how much it costs on eBay real quick. No, I'm just kidding. Nice, dude. I haven't read Calvin and Hobbes in a long time. I'm excited.
So that was a good game, Jackson.
Yeah, dude.
Good job, man.
You guys want to hear what the top 5 are?
Sure.
Yes.
All right, so number 5 was Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Number 4 was Bob Dylan, Like a Rolling Stone. Number 3, Sam Cooke, A Change Is Gonna Come. And I've never even heard of that song before.
It's gonna what?
It's gonna come. This one I had a shit ton of respect for. Number 2 song of all time was "Fight the Power" by Public Enemy.
Wow.
I thought you were about to say respect.
Yeah, I
yeah.
said.
No, like,
I said
of
no,
respect.
I got nothing but respect for
Respect.
Public Enemy. And number 1 was Aretha Franklin. Respect.
There it is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wild.
It was don't respect followed by respect.
We're gonna bring Anakin in, and he's gonna explain the whole plot of Austin Powers, the first one. All right, and we have Anakin here. He's gonna explain the plot of Austin Powers.
It starts out when he is with his partner and they're driving in his car, and then they get a message from the boss, and then they go to Big Boy Restaurant, and they go there, and then everyone's dancing, and then the waiter asks to see if he wants a drink, and then he's like, "That's not a woman, that's a man." And then Austin Powell grabs him and he tells him, "Where is Dr. Evil?" And Dr. Evil shoots him with his arrow gun, and then he goes up, misses Kensington, and Austin Powers shoot his freezing egg. And then Austin says, "I'm gonna get you this time, Dr. Evil." And Dr. Evil's like, "Not this time." And then he goes in the Big Boy, and then he flies in the space, and then it goes into 30 years past, and then the dude with the trackle, he sees a Big Boy on his trackle device, and then he tells the president that the Big Boy, the president tells him, "Forget what you just saw." The trackle dude, he said the Big Boy is always making good prices at the restaurant. And then he goes to the cold ice place, and he goes through the Ministry of Cold.
The Ministry of Cold?
Then he goes through the hall, and I'm skipping the first one, and the second one's Vanilla Ice, and the other one's Austin Powers, and his glasses are messed up, and his hair's messed up, and he's holding his privates. And then laser cutting was finished, and then the robot girl says, "Processing the warm liquid goo phase." And then he says it again, "Completing the warm liquid goo phase." And then the second phase is he has to go to the bathroom, and every single time she says complete, it doesn't. Every single time he says complete, he pees again. He goes, come, and then and then it shows where his ears are plucked and his chest is plucked, and he goes like, "Where am I?" And those two lady doctors next to him, and he's like, "Hi." And then the president's like, "Austin!" And then he said, "There's a criminal in Nevada." And Austin said, "Dr. Evil." And then, "When do I have to start?" And then the dude says, "Immediately." Says immediately. And then Miss Kensington shows up, and Austin Powell gets all of his stuff, and then he gets his suit, a white thing that he puts on his chest, and he gets a male symbol necklace, and he gets a ticket for his box thing, and then he gets the machine, the large, makes the large Privatenator, and he leaves that there, and he sneaks to get it, And then he goes on his jumbo jet and he sits there and then he says, "Can you shag with me?" Because he hasn't shagged in a long time. And he said he's trying to test out his joints and bones again. And then he tells her, "Let me show you something." And then she sits on there, and then Austin makes the bed circle around, and then she sits there, and then just starts turning around, and then she gets off, and then an earthquake happens. Oh, not an earthquake. The plane shakes, and she falls on Austin, and Austin jumps on top of her, and she pushed him off of her, and then he gets off of the plane, and he goes to the apartment, and he has to sleep on the sofa. And she has to sleep on the bed. So Austin gets out his gun from his suitcase, and Miss Kensington has the same size of gun, and then and Miss Kensington adds upgrades to her gun, so it's ginormous. And then, oh yeah, they go to the casino. They meet number 2 and a lot of vagina.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And I forgot that number 2 can see through stuff. And Austin Powers said he acts dangerously because his middle name is Angel. Gets the white, gets 21, and Austin Powers gets 5. And then the boss needs the fulcrum thing, and then a lot of vagina showed up and saw Austin Powers, and then she comes out, and then they get in the hot tub. She washes his back. She gets the spot. and Austin goes like this with his foot.
He does what?
And then he gets out. He meets the boss's mom, and Austin thinks his mom is a man, and he punches her in the head.
That's right, yeah.
And the boss was like, "That's my mother." And Austin says, "She does look pretty manly." And then Dr. Evil, that is restricted area in Las Vegas, meet his son Scott, and Scott dodges his hugs. And then it stops, and Austin goes on a tour at Volcom, right? No, Volcom. He goes that they drive, they Cheeto chop the dude in the back, and they steal the driver to run people over, and the cop, this is the most dumbest part of the movie. The cop stands there and doesn't move.
He doesn't move?
He just stands there.
What
and
happens?
He's so far away, and he's just like this. No! He gets run over, and he should have moved, but he had to be dumb. and his friend moved, but he didn't. They get out, they go through the door, they smash their heads together, and then they get took into Dr. Evil's base again, and then they eat dinner for some reason. And this is what Dr. Evil says. I got sharks with freaking lasers on their heads. They go in that room, they're on the pole, and they get off the pole. The guard, he gets his head eaten off, and you can see his head like zigzags. Scott said, "Why do you not kill him right now?" I got in my room, and Dr. Evil's like this every single time he talks.
He's zipping them?
Yeah, it's a,
Scotty, don't.
those girls are robots, and they try to make Austin Powers stay, but they don't know that Austin Powers has a mojo. Takes all of his clothes off, except his England underwear. Miss Kensington were watching him while he did it. And the only people were watching it too. And they went on business. And they go back to Dr. Evil's lair, and Dr. Evil is saying, "I want chicken, I want liver." They push the reject button, and then the reject button turns off, and the dude who's saying it has a really deep voice. Like, it's happening 6, 5, 4, like that, but not low like that. And then the drill goes in the ground, and it's so close to the surface, and then they push them. And Dr. Evil escapes in his spaceship like this.
With his pinky on his mouth?
Yeah. And they get married, and they think that thing's a shooting star, so they make a wish. And the waiter is the Asian dude, and he tries to hit him with the shoe, and so he uses the penis enlarger to go like this, and then it sucks it up, sucks all the air up, and then he rolls him out into the hole.
Alright, and that was Austin Powers explained by Anakin. Thank you, Anakin.
Okay, the last segment of the show, Connor's got something he wants to talk about.
Okay, I might tell a story, but two-parter. We'll see. All right, so this one just came to me today, so it's kind of nice that we delayed it a day. You know, got time. So this one just kind of came to me. You get to remake any movie that you want with any cast in any budget, but it has to be a movie that's been done before, and it can't be something that hasn't been done yet. Who wants to go first?
Wait, really?
Okay.
I'll tell you what I would do, man. Starship Troopers, man. Starship Troopers would be the shit.
It's Rico. It's Rico.
I don't know who I would pick for Rico.
He still doesn't know it. 2 weeks later.
Okay. For real though, here's the first one. It's a quick one. I'll go first, just so that way everybody has time to think about it. Everybody remembers Cat Dog growing up. Great show, loved it. So here are the rules. What famous person would you like to be a cat dog with? And with the rules of Cat Dog, you're born cat dog with this person. If you pick a chick, that's going to be your sister, just so that way you understand, you know, what would happen. I'll go first. Originally, I was thinking something like a Dave Chappelle, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe Owen Wilson.
Yeah. Owen Wilson would be fun.
And,
Okay.
you know, I was also thinking someone like a strong person, but then what if you're the legs?
Yeah. I want to hear what Jackson thinks about
Yeah.
this one.
What celebrity would I pick to be in a cat dog with? I mean, obviously you want to have someone funny, So I would probably pick like one of my favorite comedians, like probably like you were saying, like either Dave Chappelle, Norm Macdonald, rest in peace, Norm Macdonald, Tom Segura. I definitely wouldn't want to be cat dog with Bert Kreischer because my livers and kidneys would probably be fucked from all the drinking. Yeah, I would definitely have to pick a comedian of some sorts.
Bet you, Ryan.
So if I choose like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, is he jacked as like Dwayne the Rock Johnson too?
Yeah.
I too was about to say Dwayne the Rock.
No one's gonna mess with you at that point. Like, oh look, it's a cat. Oh, I'm not messing with that man.
Right, yeah. Intimidating at that
Put the
point.
cat dog in. Sounds legit.
Hell yeah.
Intimidating. I don't know. I'd probably be the cat because you know most dogs are just just big. If that's would that be the top half or like I don't know. It doesn't really matter at that
I
point.
thought the scenario would be like Ryan's top half
So I have
with
thick
Dwayne the
legs.
Rock Johnson's top half.
Yeah, can I get some out of the way here real quick? So, are we talking like we're connected at the hip and
Kinda
we're
like
both walking around on our arms?
Yeah, like cat dog.
or
Yeah.
do we have a body between our legs, like connecting our gluteus maximus, and there's a head on top, and we don't have any arms?
No, you've only got it's your torsos that are connected, so you don't have legs.
Okay, so you're just walking around on your arms.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking
hard
like,
life.
I was thinking like a famous musician, but then if they're always walking around on their hands, I don't know, man. You might not get the same performance. Or you'd be like, oh yeah, dude, like a good skateboarder, but ain't gonna be skateboarding anymore. You know?
So I gotta have arms.
I think a comedian is the way to go because you could pick a really hot chick, but like you said, you'd be raised with them, so you wouldn't see them that way. That's a lose situation there.
All right, so we got 2 Dwayne the Rock Johnsons, 1 Owen Wilson. What'd you pick, David?
James Franco or like a Seth Rogen or one of those guys.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All
You
right.
probably want to stay away from James Franco.
Jason Sudeikis.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
At least you got a hot Asian
Wayne
wife.
Brady.
Oh, in this scenario, do I
Asian
inherit
wife.
his wife too?
Yes. And his children.
Okay, I've got kids now. What's up?
Do they look like his wife and him and you?
And well, according to him, they look Puerto Rican. I don't know.
All right, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Kyle, did you? Oh yeah, you had Dwayne the Rock,
Yeah.
Yeah.
My arms are never gonna get tired.
Mr. Johnson.
It's too strong.
Too strong, yeah.
Your arms might get tired. His won't.
I mean, no, it's fine.
Yeah,
You
it'd
can
be
walk.
like
He's gonna go on a 10-mile sprint, and you're gonna give out a mile in.
He's gonna be running on the hands.
You
I'm just
pick
saying.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Well, too, man. And I'm just slinging around.
If he goes fast enough, he won't drag against the ground. You'll just be flailing in the air.
yeah, that's what they did, dude.
He also has some pipes on him. He can sing pretty good. If you watch Moana,
I didn't think he sang very.
Moana, he sang pretty
I mean,
good.
he sang, but
Well,
I thought he was good.
I think I think actually though, in hindsight, he probably sounded like that on purpose,
I mean,
like
yeah.
a little bit off or a little bit, you know.
Probably.
All right. So there was also a little quick story. Just I was thinking about this. I was watching the Keen music video, "Somewhere Only We Know," and I was looking at him, like, man, the way they're dressing looks exactly like the way I was dressing in like the 8th grade, because he's got like a suit jacket and like cut off fingered gloves and all that.
Oh my
And
god, dude.
I was like, oh my god, that reminds me. Back in 8th grade, I was in intro tech, man, and like I forget, someone gave me this like suit jacket thing. And I was like, all right, I'll wear that, you know? And I was in intro tech, and the teacher, man, he's a like 30-year-old dude, you know, more or less cool-ish, you know, at least cool enough to like, you know, really diss some high schoolers. And I walk into the classroom wearing this jacket, man. And after a while, he's just looking at me, and I'm like, what's going on? He's like, what are you doing, man? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you're wearing a woman's suit jacket. I'm like, what? What do you mean, man? He's like, it's got shoulder pads, dude. How do you not see that?
Dude, are you the one that started the trend then? Because in high school, like that was like a thing. It's like all the kids that we hung out with started wearing like blazers and suit jackets and shit, just like with regular clothes.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. All I know is I ended up going home that night and I cut those shoulder pads out and kept wearing that thing, dude. Worked for like 2 years, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this shit.
I think I may have had one for a little bit, but
I still have mine.
You do?
yeah.
Yeah, I've still got the same one that I had in high school.
Was yours black with pinstripes?
No.
No, okay. I think that was Jake Norris.
I still throw on the hoodie and then the suit jacket over the hoodie combo.
Nice.
Still do it.
Fashion's never finished, man.
Yeah.
Fashion forward.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for me.
All right, and I've got one more story before we get out of here. All right. So back when I was like about 17, I did a fair amount of skipping school. A lot of skipping school. About every day of my life when I was like 17. It was pretty intense. One day, my friends come up to me at lunchtime and they're like, hey, dude, we're skipping school. And I'm like, okay, man, I'll go with you. And Chris Blanchard walks up to me. He's like, hey, we're going to go off-roading. And you're going to... I don't want to drive my own car. You're going to drive my car. And I'm like, okay.
That's such a weird thing to say. It's like, I don't want to drive my car. You can drive my car. It's like, the thing I would get from that is like, we're not taking my car at all. So.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, man. I've heard there's some trails out behind the movie theater. And this is where we lived in Neosho, Missouri. So these trails behind the movie theater were crazy. I remember, it was a little tangent, but one time I blew up a deer back there with a freaking dry ice bomb. It's crazy. Back to the story. So, it was a dead deer, by the way. So, I'm like, all right, there's some trails back here. And I had no idea that there were trails in the woods that were cut out where the power lines were. And it was just like a perfect trail all the way through the woods, just cut out completely. It was like God had a laser beam. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? We're flying down these trails, dude, going so fast, and we stop for a second, and Connor's like, hey, let me get on the top of the car, and I'm like, okay, and we start going, and I'm flying so fast, like it's hilly, so hilly. I'm flying so fast, and after a while, we forget that Connor's on top of the car, and all of a sudden, the last thing I can hear, I'm hearing like screaming sounds, and I'm like, "Oh crap! My brother's still on top of the car." And yeah, lo and behold, he was holding on by a prayer, dude, flying. I end up hitting a stump like probably a minute later, totaling that car. It's crazy.
I live life on the edge, man.
Dude.
I live with a lot of flair.
Speaking of skipping school, do you remember that time that we were having like an assembly? Chris Blanchard at the time was in school suspension, and it was like us. It was me and Connor, because you had went off with someone else. We were all going to skip school at the assembly, and Connor and I were walking down one of the hallways, and we ran into Chris Blanchard, like going to get something from ISS, and we were like, "Hey, dude, we're skipping school. You want to go?" And he was like, "What did he say? Yeah or no? I don't remember."
I think he said yeah.
Yeah, and so anyway, we all leave out the back door, and there's this big, huge stormwater drainage ditch right behind the high school. So we all get under the drainage ditch. You can kind of just run all the way up the road, and you're fine. You have to go under a bridge where all of the agricultural students do their studies.
Oh my God!
Up
Yeah.
on the hill. And we didn't think about this, but as we're going, we're just walking nonchalantly under this bridge, and all the ag students and their teachers are coming out to go to the assembly in the main building. And one teacher sees us, and she goes, "Kids skipping school! Chris Blanchard's skipping school!" So me, Connor, and Chris Blanchard started taking off running. And I remember Connor just eating shit. We took off full sprint, and he like tripped on something and just got laid out. And luckily, there was like, in the bed of this stormwater drainage ditch, there was like all this cobbled concrete that would just tear you up. But on the side, there was like little lumps of grass and dirt and stuff. And Connor just flew and landed right on one of those, like a pillow. So I was running by, and I'm like, "Are you good?" And he's like, "I'm good." So I just left him there, waited for him to get up and follow us. And then we hid behind a dumpster at Wendy's for like 2 hours because they were looking all over the place for us.
Did we hop in the dumpster, or no? We were just on
No.
between the fence and the dumpster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we went to McDonald's and met up with Kyle and I think maybe TJ.
And then we got a ride out of there. Yeah.
Yeah. Went up to Joplin, skated. We were like, "Let's get McDonald's for breakfast." And then we get there, and we're like, "Who has money?" And we're like, "None of us." I think TJ had like $3.
Ryan,
What?
you want to talk about robots?
And the synergy between AI and human.
Yes. What I was gonna say is like, what's the craziest like gift / present you received either from your grandparents or your parents?
Okay, craziest gift.
Yeah,
Okay.
like there's something that's bizarre. Like why did you get me this? Like what is this?
My
Right.
parents gave me a shirt that said, "Welcome to the gun show," with arrows pointed at my arms.
They make you wear it?
They made me wear it.
Nice. I don't know if anyone's ever gotten me something ironic or crazy, but I remember when I was like in middle school, my brother bought me Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga on the Game Boy Advance, but he put it in a little tiny box and then it was like one of those Russian dolls. He put it in like 10 other boxes. So I woke up and I saw my name on the biggest box under the tree and I got hoodwinked. Yeah.
I had something similar to that on Christmas because my uncle and I were like 9 years apart, so we like hung out all the time when I was little. And since I was raised by my grandparents, my grandma used to like put different names on the presents, so we wouldn't like tear them open or anything, or like give the kids whatever.
Shit. That's
So
smart.
I asked for an Xbox. My uncle asked for a PS3, and I go to open my present. I was like, yeah, I'm getting this. And then it was PS3. I was like so disappointed that it wasn't the Xbox. My uncle like opens it. He's like, oh my gosh, an Xbox. I'm like, that's what I wanted. And he's like, well, I'm not trading you.
Oh my god,
He's
no,
like, "Keeps it."
dude.
And then we also had a time when like I was supposed to receive a computer case for my first build that I did. And I bought like a really nice case. And it was delivered. My uncle played a trick on me and put on the like a little note on the box and damaged the box a bit and said, oh, sorry, we the product is damaged. When you received it, we still delivered it, but if you have any problems, just give us a call back. I was like, I was so freaked out that like this whole thing was damaged. I was like, and then I opened it up, I'm like, nothing's wrong with this. And he comes home and he's like, oh, you get my message? I was like, what?
Nice. I'd be pissed about that
Yeah.
Xbox thing.
Yeah, no doubt. That kind of sucks, man.
Yeah, I was like, man, this was like on the verge of like tears almost. I was like,
Right.
right. The Xbox. Grandma was like, oh yeah, I put your names on each other thing and forgot about it. I was like, thanks, Grandma.
I will say one thing. Like, do you remember how my mom was, Kyle and Connor, when we were younger? Like, they didn't let me watch like scary movies or listen to certain types of music, or they maybe get rid of games and stuff all the time. I think I was like 18 or 19. I just said all I want is Diablo 3 for Christmas. That's all I want. I don't care what anyone else gets me. And the only person who got it for me was my mom. And I was so freaking shocked because I remember her like not wanting us anywhere near Diablo 2 when we were kids. And she got me Diablo 3. Total score.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Not even death can save you from me.
I remember one year we were so poor as kids, dude. Like living in a trailer park, but still rich, but poor. You know what I'm saying by rich. You know.
Yeah.
And one year we had no money for presents. And I remember the next morning waking up, there was like homemade bow and arrows that my dad made. And they had such good quality, like build quality. That was intense.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, knowing that there was no money in the house, to see those, it was pretty crazy.
That is super cool. I also really liked how your parents, as you guys were growing up, always like gave you a little bit of the child tax credit they got every time tax returns came in,
Yeah.
which is always something like. I remember I was like, Mom, where's my money? Like, she's like, it's not normal to do that. And I was like, well, what the hell, man? Like, let's be different.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do that with my kids too once they start getting older.
I mean, they would give us like $100 a piece.
Yeah. But I mean, like, dude.
That's a lot of money as a
Like
kid,
middle
yeah.
school kid, dude.
Yeah.
It's cheddar.
But in hindsight, now looking at it, like your parents gave you $100, but then now looking at how much you actually get for having kids from their tax credit, you're like,
Oh, yeah.
it's like, oh man, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like, I think back then it was only like $300 a head too, and now
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah. It
it's
wasn't
like
very much.
insane.
It's ridiculous right now. It's like $1,500 or something per kid or something crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say mine was probably that PS2, you know. Like I talked about last week, just getting that PS2 right when I really wanted it was awesome.
Yeah, I remember Dad going on eBay every day trying to find it when you go to sleep. He'd be on eBay for hours trying to find one. They were so out of stock when those PS2 Slims came out. It was crazy. He paid overpriced for it, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Over market value, yeah.
I still have one of those PS2 Fat Boy ones, the original ones that have like the big old freaking whatever that was in the back, like a hard drive.
Yeah, you can put a
slot.
hard drive in there.
Yeah, like the huge big boy ones. It works sometimes because I don't know. They once they got dust on the eye and you try cleaning them once, everything else just goes downhill from there.
Those power buttons were notoriously fickle
Yep.
on the PS2.
Wasn't like the
Boy.
power and the reset right next to each other too?
Well, the power button was the reset button. It was the disc tray open one.
Oh, yeah,
And then
yeah.
that gear on the feed that pulls the disc tray in and out would always break.
Yeah.
You
had
have to
like
get a butter knife in there and crank it out.
either that or like grab that little PlayStation symbol and like
Yeah.
The amount of times that I freaking would jerk and bash on that like disc tray to get it to come out.
Jackson, what else do you jerk and bash on? All right. And our last topic of the night looks like David wanted to talk a little bit about Deathloop.
So I got Deathloop. I had to upgrade my RAM for that, which that was fun. It's only $30, so it wasn't bad. But I have been a longtime fan of arcane games since I just randomly got Dishonored on a Steam deal like 5 years ago. And then I played Dishonored 2 and beat that a couple years ago. This was a few years after it came out. I never played Prey because I wasn't that into it, but I heard Moon Crash is really good, so eventually I'm going to go back to it. But I was really excited for Deathloop, but I'm kind of an Xbox dude, so I was pissed when PlayStation got it, but then I got a decent enough PC once I got the RAM up. So anyway, I took the dive, and it's very good. It's really smooth. I didn't realize this when I played it, but I was seeing a bunch of stuff on Twitter. They were saying the AI is like really dumb, and compared to Dishonored, that's true. But like they can still kill you pretty quick, but like you can tell that they're not really up to snuff, which I don't mind because I feel like it makes you feel a little stronger, and I feel like I get the feeling that this game was designed so that you'd have a better opportunity to go in guns blazing into scenarios than you did in Dishonored, because that just would never work in Dishonored.
Right. Yeah.
So they kind of balanced it in a way, but like, you know, people are going to complain, but it is really good. It's basically like a stealth action shooter. Like if Dishonored had a bunch of guns and you could get a bunch of upgrades for your guns. So it's got the same, like you can find abilities. I haven't gotten to the part, there's like these little glowing objects throughout the different maps that you can, I'm assuming, harvest power from, but I haven't gotten to a point where I can do that yet. But you can get like double jumps and things that make your weapons have less recoil and things like that. But what I like about it is that it's like the humor is really, really good. It's very like mature humor, but not like, how many times can we say the F word, and you know, like they do with modern comedies now that are just ass. But like they do like really clever things with the level design that, like in Arcane, a lot of the times if I would get alerted on, or not Arcane, I'm sorry, Dishonored, if I would get like a guy alerted on me, I would just like jump out a window and try to go under a bridge or something to hide until they all went away. So the first thing I did when I went into the first house full of bad guys was like I stealth killed one, and then some dude saw me do it, so I ran to the window and tried to jump out, but as soon as I got in the windowsill, like a cage closed on either side of the windowsill, and I was stuck in the window and I couldn't get out, and they just shot me till I died. So it's like there's little things where they know what you're gonna do, and so they kind of booby trap those options that you're used to taking. So it's really, really good. I think it's like honestly pinnacle Arcane development, so I'm happy with it.
How's the music and sound in it?
Good. Yeah, it's got like a very like 50s I don't know, like pop rock kind of
Aesthetic,
sound,
yeah.
very vintage. Yeah, really vintage. It's like,
Did you played Dishonored 2, right?
yeah.
Man, you remember that Clockwork Mansion level?
Yeah.
That was so cool, dude.
Yeah, that level was awesome. It was hard as shit. The level that got me in Arcane, or in Dishonored 2, I keep saying Arcane, was the one where you have to like go back and forth between the past and the future
Yeah.
to like circumnavigate the different obstacles and stuff, which is funny because when the medium was announced, they were like, this is the first time we've ever been able to render two worlds at once, and you're like, yeah, but Dishonored did a pretty good job of that.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I'll have more to say about it next week, but
I really enjoyed playing Dishonored 1 and 2. Probably one of my favorite games to play, because just like I like being like, you know, sneaking around and stuff and doing stuff like in a stealth way. Like if I played not really the same game, but like Metal Gear Solid or something like that, I'd always try to do something in a stealth way instead of like going in guns blazing, because it just feels more you feel like you get rewarded more for doing something like that's so hard to do.
Mm-hmm. Those games are fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard Deathloop feels like Hitman. If you play Hitman,
Yeah, you get Hitman vibes too.
I want to play it. Yeah.
I played Prey a little bit, but I never really got through all of it. It's just because
Nice,
of the
dude.
like the whole darkness thing and whatnot, and like
Yeah.
space aliens or whatever. But it is also extremely hard in some parts.
Are you afraid of the dark, Ryan?
No.
Okay.
Do you fear death?
Do you feel me?
I can smell your fear.
Jack Sparrow.
Oh man. Do you guys want to talk about the Nintendo Direct at all? Or you want to cut it off?
I'm fine to talk about that. I mean, if everybody else is.
Yeah, we could hit on it. Just like, I guess we could do like one person's favorite thing.
Sure.
I'm sure we'll hit all the good stuff if we just.
So yesterday, Nintendo announced all their new. Yesterday being the 23rd of September. Nintendo announced all the rest of their games coming out for the rest of the year and stuff. I think that Kirby game looks so cool.
Yes, it does look pretty cool. Yeah.
There's a scene where he's running away from some boss, and his eyes look so animated, like he's just so shocked, and that struck me. I was like, wow, that looks really cool.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that. It caught me off guard too. I had no idea that was coming.
Yeah,
And-
it look a lot like Mario type game, but
Yeah.
with Kirby. And then I also really liked Nintendo 64 games coming to Switch.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think they should have released that N64 controller again, because back in the day when they had that, they had to issue like gloves and stuff out to people because they were shredding their fingertips,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
shredding their thumbs, like blood and stuff. I remember seeing like pictures in like Tips and Tricks magazine back in the day of like bloody fingers and stuff from that.
Dude, that's insane. I don't
It's
know.
like-
Just playing Smash all the time, probably.
Yeah, having to rotate the stick so much. There was games in Mario Party where you had to rotate the stick so much,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, and you
cut your
just
freaking
grind
palm
them
up.
down.
Yeah.
You'd
Once
have
that
all that-
rubber got off it.
You'd have all that white powder inside
Yeah.
the joystick.
Yeah.
Just grind against the edges.
Mm-hmm. What else do you guys think about the Nintendo Direct? What was your favorite game?
My favorite stuff that I've seen from it, Bayonetta. I've enjoyed playing the last two Bayonettas. They're a lot of fun games. Kind of give me Devil May Cry vibes a lot. The other game I'm super excited for that I've been waiting for a long time is Metroid Dread.
Yeah.
Before we move on to Metroid, at the end of the trailer, you see something slashes the screen, and then there's like a guy walking away with a sword on his back and a big long trench coat, and he turns around and faces the screen. Do you know who that is if you've played the other two, or is that just...
I think mainly you have like you kind of get like you may or may not know. Like I'm not
Okay.
really, I mean, if you're gonna play it, I'm not gonna really spoil anything for you. But I do say like definitely worth a play. They're definitely worth playing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They're fun games. The whole thing on the Nintendo 64 stuff as well. Super pumped. Once I've seen the Ocarina of Time, and then they're gonna bring back
Yes.
Majora's Mask.
Right. Yeah.
That's super cool. Been waiting for that because the last time they did the remaster was for the 3DS, and
Those are
Right.
good ports.
they were really good. They ran really well. The thing about the controllers too, I think the only reason they're doing that is just because how iconic it is, I guess.
Right.
The whole thing with the online play as well, with like Star Fox or something's really cool as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Will that be the reason that gets you a Nintendo Switch, Jackson?
Bayonetta. What?
No, just other
Nintendo
games.
64 collection.
Yeah, I'll probably. When it comes to the Nintendo Switch, like really, all I really wanted to play was just the old Nintendo 64 games. Like,
Breath of the
I was
Wild.
more stoked for playing like older Pokemon games than anything else, like the Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
That's one they do need to bring back. It's Pokemon Stadium for sure.
It's like $4.99 a month, and you get online play and access to all those Super Nintendo games, all those NES games, now all these 64 games, and they're adding more. Like the more they go, and Genesis games too.
Yeah, Sonic.
It's a hell of a value. I'm looking forward most to Splatoon 3, but I know you guys don't play that.
Oh, I do. I play
You do?
Splatoon. Yeah, I play Splatoon.
The game
too.
is so good.
It is really good.
But they added like that crab walker.
Dude,
It's like a ball and it opens up and shoots.
It just reminds me of the freaking what's his name, the hamster from Overwatch.
Yeah, Hammond or
Yeah, Hammond. Yeah,
whatever.
Hamtaro.
Hamtaro.
yeah.
Yeah, and
We
they
eat
got-
sunflower seeds. Crump, crump, crump.
Yeah, they added grappling hooks and bows and arrows and all sorts. It should be fun. I'm just looking forward to like what the new maps are like and stuff. I'll
Yeah.
probably use the same loadout I've been using.
It would be a real lot of fun to get a group to play that because I played it by myself and had a fun time playing online play because it's it takes you away from being just a regular shooter.
Yeah.
It kind of gives me that when you played like Tony Hawk Pro Skater and you had like the paint and you had to do paint and like convert, like
You had to tag the spots.
Tag the spots.
Yeah.
It's same thing, but you do it with guns and like paint guns.
Yeah.
And you're on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on a skateboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You also can get paint rollers, so you can feel like you're rollerblading around, kind of.
And you're a squid?
You're a squid, and you're a kid, but you're a
Or
squid.
an Octoling.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's DLC. So.
Okay. I'd say for me, probably Metroid Dread for sure. That looks awesome. Been waiting for something like that. The biggest shocker was that Mario movie casting. We already talked about it a little bit, but I don't even see how that's going to come together. I'm sure it'll be funny though.
Yeah.
And then the N64 stuff was cool. Yeah, about the same.
Yeah, it was a good direct.
Yeah.
And that, did they show Shin Megami Tensei 5? I forgot.
No, they showed
Like
yeah,
at the
they did.
sizzle reel, right?
Yeah, there was
They
like a
showed the
brief
sizzle
thing.
Was it 5? Didn't they show the remaster of 3 as well, or what was that?
I don't
They for sure showed 5. Yeah.
I just got the remaster for the PC, so on Steam they had the remaster on there for 3. Because I like Persona and it's made by Atlas as well, so
Yeah.
like, all that stuff. Atlas just does a good job with like music and story and stuff like that. And
Right.
it does take them a long time to release a game though, because Persona 4 was made in like 2010 to like
Yeah, it was a
2009,
long ass time ago.
and then the 5th one came out 2018.
Yeah.
So it takes them a pretty decent amount of time to make a game.
Right.
Yeah, I was happy with the direct.
I think we're probably good to wrap it up. Or
Yeah.
you guys-
All right. And that's been another episode of Crashing with Friends. Thank you guys for listening. Have a good week.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Crashing with Friends.
Podcast.